can actually do. And all I put was I don't know what to put for Saturday. All right, let's pull out the 121 starting off. Here in a minute. I am playing tens though. All right, onward. In 5 seconds. Alrighty. 121. Can't wait until they buff this tank like they did on PC. That'd be really nice. Manticore. Alright, there comes a Sheridan. Well, I guess I couldn't penetrate that 430 at all. Got all the spot assist. Oh man, I can't hit anything today. What am I doing? And I hit the tracks. Don't think I was meant to kill anybody this match. Oh my god. Okay, first penetrating shot of the game. You know, only took 12 shots. I fired 13 shots and I've only had one penetration. Well. And I made money. 15 shots, 8 direct hits, 3 penetrations. Oh. So gross. Alrighty. So who do I got watching? Nobody. Somebody. Alright, so gonna be playing 8s and 10s today. It's been a while since I've had the Trinity out. Uh, 121. Don't think I'm gonna be playing that again today because that match was just not that good. All right, is your guys' match almost over? Oh, cool. Perfect timing. Oh yeah, I'm just scrolling. Just grab a tank and I'll match it for now. All right, so eights. Starting off with eights. You know, I actually want to pull out an 8 that I haven't ran in a while. So, you know, I did say 4 o'clock, Mountain Standard Time for today, but, it's 3. So, let's get the warm-up matches on stream too. Yeah, Central, not Mountain. Tier 8, starting off today. Oh yeah, warm-up matches and 8s, you know. The Scorpion G, at least, if we see 10s, it can pin a 10. Reliably. We're top tier. What's up, Koza? Oh, nothing much. Really, just getting the Saturday streaming. Alright, Dragon that's rushing down to the center.
Using the optics, Commander.
Yeah, it's a lot of DPM from that Bone Shaker.
Punched a hole in their armor. They found us. That one drilled straight through.
Ooh. No problem. This will be in the recordings if you want to check it out later. Honestly, I'd say you know, I'm just getting my warm-up matches in on stream. So this, like, I was gonna start at 4, but I was like, you know what, we'll get the warm-up matches on. Why not? Oh, I am playing way too aggressive inside a Scorpion. I wonder, can we just get tracked again? Nope, we're not sitting there. Can't really hit much today. And we're out. IS-2M. Come on, you can get that WZ. And the gal right behind you. Oh, you are in so much trouble. Oh, Shaska. Blade, how good is your crew on the barricade right now? Well, the Barracuda. Yeah, how many perks you got? You got 6 cents? Okay. So, 5 perks, so that's enough. You know, repairs, track mechanic, and then 6 cents, and then 2 perks of your choice. Snapshot. $401. That's a nice high roll. And dirt. He's got one more shot. You might be out. Toto, if you're loaded, just rush him. Slam on reverse, get down the mountain. Yeah, make him come to you. Oh. Trying to think about what tier we should do next. Well, I'm not worried about the on track right now. Let's... Still thinking. Tier 8 sounds like it'd be nice to pull out something else. I might pull out a tank I haven't pulled out in a while. Alright, back to garage. Tier 2. What do I have in Tier 2? Oh, I could be evil. You guys want to go do Tier 2? Yeah, Tier 2. Let's just go Tier 2. This is the most dirty Tier 2 you can use. Blade, we're back in garage. T7 car, I'd use the T7 car, but penetration at 27 is lacking. It's lacking a lot. Here's why. Yeah, look at that 40 all around this. And like the only way to pin in this thing at space armor would be to like try and shoot, ram it, tip it over. All right, let's go Tier 2. Yeah. This is like the ultimate bully at Tier 2 as well. This is like the 279E on PC. In Tier 2. Tier 2. Tier 2. So many steadfast. Oh, I'm gonna be the only one in this. I wonder how long it's gonna take to find. Wow. Never mind. We found a match. No, they got like they got a couple mats. Couple maps. Okay, so there's a lot of NPCs. We're versing a pretty good amount of NPCs. So we have to go to the base cap. Unless you guys want to try and rush the center and take over the middle. Yeah, let's go take over middle.
Our mission is to capture and hold the mark.
7-second reload.
Enemy exposed.
They got an artillery.
The enemy is capturing the base.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
They found us. Shock up another one.
It's so ridiculous.
Load it up. Let 'em rip.
I swear, whenever you play Tier 2, all you hear is machine guns.
Target locked. Penetration. We've got enemies in the base. Take them out. Fire on target.
This is just wrong.
Dropping target.
This weapon doesn't have any range either. I gotta get in close.
Hole in their armor. Target locked. No good.
Oh, you gotta load premium against that guy.
Loaded and ready. Penetration. We did it. We won.
Yeah! 444 damage. I don't even know what to say. Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible. That's horrible. No, crucial contribution. That's horrible. Okay, no more tier 2. That's just horrible. What about 3? No, hold on. Let's take a look at 4. Actually, yeah, let's do a. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go. 3. Yeah, 3. Let's go. You know, before we start, there is one thing I do want to check. There's this premium tank that they give away on PC for all new players at Tier 5. I don't think we actually have it on console. Oh, you launched it. Oh, you bastard. Now you're good. It's like the Valentine or the whatever, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a giveaway that they do on Tier 5. Praporovka. I have 350 view range with a god crew. I should have threw binoculars on. That probably would have made a huge difference. I mean, I already feel like a bully. Alright, tier 4s. Oh, I can't mark the map yet. I loaded in too early. Oh yeah, Blade. No, Dread.
We've got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their base.
Oh, the audio glitch is happening. Reversed audio. I don't like this. So Toto, the new update on Gears of War, I love it.
I see one. Ready to fire on target.
Thresher.
That got him. Ready to fire. They've spotted us.
Oh, that's lag.
Target has moved away. They found us. Loaded and ready.
I'm gonna rush him. I guess I'm not gonna rush him. I should do a review on a tier 3 tank. That would be hilarious.
I see one of them. Locked on. Punched a hole in their armor. That one found.
This is horrible.
Target locked. Penetration.
This is horrible.
Been detected. Good night, Irene. Dropping target.
Alright, so it's kind of funny to think that 376 spotting is a crap ton.
The enemy knows our location.
Oh, he's gonna kill himself. He drowned himself.
Been detected. One of our vehicles destroyed. Great job, man.
Third class mastery badge. That's not that good. Alright, you know what? Actually, I know what I'm going to do today. I know what I'm going to do for the starting off. So let's go stats. And inside stats, we're going to do, we'll take a look at 10s. T57, second class mastery. Commander. Okay, no, we're not doing 10. What about 9? Okay, we're not doing 9. Let's take a look at 8. Demolisher, second class. Patriot, second class. Freedom, there's nothing. Chrysler, we have a first class in the first. Where is one? Here's a third class. T95 V2. I haven't put a lot of matches inside that tank. At all. Becky Lynch. Oh. I am taking a look real fast at my board for badges that I have real quick. I only have a couple third class masteries, and then some tanks I haven't even played at all. So you know what? Alright, what about tier 7? E25, Craft Panther. Alright, I know what I'm going to play. STG has no matches inside of it at all, whatsoever. Let's go see what we can do for our first game. That's a tier 8. So we have absolutely nothing on this crew. Well, not the crew, but on the tank. Literally fresh. They gave away the STG a while back. And I had the Guardian. But even whenever I had the Guardian, I didn't put a lot of matches in it. Okay, 370 view range. That's not that good. Actually, what's gun dispersion? The 122. 0.33. That's actually gnarly. 212, 248. Okay, so we're going to load some gold. Couple high explosives. Preferential matchmaking, the Freedom. I could pull it out, but I already know how that tank performs. I mean, if you want to see the Freedom, I'd be totally down to pull it out, but it's like, I already know how that match is going to go. Preferential matchmaking tanks, I normally do really good in right off the bat, but since I'm versing tier 10s inside this, yeah, that's going to be the struggle. Honestly, now that I think about it, I don't think 10 premium rounds is going to be enough. And I'm really surprised about the gun dispersion values on this Russian medium of 0.33. So, let's say the average rounds we're going to get off is going to be 10 with standard shells. And we're going to overkill the crap out of premium. Well, let's go see what we can do inside of our first match inside the STG. I want to see if I can get a mastery or for a first or second class. I don't know if I want to use coded optics or not. Because 370 view range is really not that much. That's going to be a pain. Thank you. El Haloof. You know, I completely forgot the armor rating, so, computer. Let's take a look at the armor rating on the STG. So we have Russians STG. Here we go. 3D model. Live. Okay, decent turret armor, horrible hatch. But, okay. Turret armor, horrible hull armor. Oh my god, horrible hull armor. 20 millimeters of top armor. This thing is going to get overmatched like no other. What are we in? Tier 9?
We've got enemies incoming. Either take them out or capture their base. Let's go.
STG probably ricochets a crap ton, especially with its low profile. What was the standard pin? 212 and then 248. Cactuses. I don't think I ever noticed the cactuses. Well, cacti, whatever you call it.
Fire on target. She's loading.
And down the hill we go. Up the hill. Back around. I'm gonna check out the bottom. I don't see anything. What? Normally you have like a huge group rushing in. This is uncomfortable. I think that we're gonna get slapped here in a second by a crap load of people. Alright, you got a few second reload and I'm not letting you get away with that. You might get another one in.
Breakthrough. Enemies got us in their
Yeah, hit him. Oh, you missed.
nice shot. Dropping target.
Oh, I made a huge mistake.
They spotted us.
I tried shooting into his sidearm or whatever. I should have been aiming just straight at the rear. Blade, watch your rear. You got a IS-2 coming.
Where'd they go? We've been detected. That got him.
I don't even know if I have enough side armor to...
They're both armed.
Yep.
Tractor there.
Toto, don't have too much fun right here. I gotta go around.
Reloaded.
3 artilleries in a platoon is not good.
They found us.
Oh, I'm so dead. Watch out, you got a Barracuda coming up behind you. This wasn't that good of a map for that tank. I think it's like, it felt like 2 degrees. Might have been 5. I will find out. No, it's 6 degrees. 6 degrees around the entire tank. That's... Yeah, I don't think I believe that. Toto, right? Why aren't you running the big derp? Nice. Fire just pulled off a pretty good angle right there. It's just the two of you, though. I don't expect this to go on too long. Playing with dead bodies. He's not upgraded. He just used a repair kit. You know, there's a couple of tanks that I now want to pull out. I kind of want to rip out the Diamondback. Yay. T-34 is also a really solid tank. Speaking of which, I didn't even see what I got. Oh, no badge. No badge at all. Alrighty, so let's label some tanks. So, Diamondback. I do want to pull out the Diamondback. What is the overall view range? 370, so we're just going to put binoculars. Stacked on top of that, we're going to do improved ventilation. Alright, let's go. Tier 8 again. Paladin's also a solid tank. There's a lot of really good tier 8s. Let's go see what we can do in the Diamondback. And we're at 10. And what's really funny is looking at the queue before we started, there was no 9s. There was just 10s. You know, so it's like they should have waited to equalize the matchmaking. But instead of that, it was just like Half 8s, half 10s. .49 reload.
Loaded and ready.
Ouch. Artillery's already aiming down here. It's like, if I remember right, I got 152 on that slope, and then 254 on that flat part on the top. So in the right angle, I should be able to ricochet that chieftain without a problem. Nothing much, Al. Nice to see ya. Not well. Not well at all.
They've spotted us. Using the optics, Commander.
My first match of the day, I fired like 17 shots and had 3 penetrations. That is a... I didn't realize that we had a whole platoon of light tanks.
Ready to fire on target. Penetration. Enemies got us in their sights.
Wait, he hit the lower plate? My lower plate was in the open? Oh, that's a Yaguru.
That's gotta hurt. Let 'em rip. They destroyed one of our tanks.
Yeah, they're gonna base cap.
Target lost. They found us. All Allied artillery has been obliterated. Enemies
Oh, and I set him on fire.
ready to fire. Dropping target. One of our vehicles destroyed. Unlocking target.
It's like, I don't know.
They've spotted us. Target locked. We can't hold on.
I ricocheted 750. Yeah, I'd say it makes a little bit of sense. But going through multiple restarts, I just don't want to do that. Honestly, once I start playing 10s, it'll be a lot different for matchmaking. Alrighty. Yeah, let's start hitting up to 10s. The official start time is 15 minutes away. It's time to start getting competitive. I think the fastest way to get competitive would be what to pull out. Oh, and Al, this is what we're doing today. This is the loadout that was requested. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna get real serious. So get ready for some. Yeah. All right. You know, stretch out the hands, get the blood flowing. Let's go do jumping jacks. I'll consider doing ranked, but once Corporal gets on, because Corporal wanted to see some IS-7 gameplay with nothing but high explosives. Then I might do a little bit of ranked gameplay. It is tier 10s, and I think they're doing the double silver too. So I will consider doing 10s in ranked. Okay, so taking a look, Chieftain IS-7, 2 Death Stars. Blade, you want to take that last spot that we took last time we were on this map?
Either take them out or capture their base. Let's go.
Yeah, that's kind of why we're going there. Ranked battles on console are 6 versus 6. I'm not a real big fan of them. But since double silver is going on inside them, I will totally consider jumping into a couple. Alright, Blade, we're going to give it about another 20 seconds, and then we're going to rush. Let everyone get positioned, and then we'll take the back. 5 seconds. Go. Take the left. What is that behind us, Chieftain?
The enemy knows our location. Drop the target. One of our tracks is damaged. Enemy's got us in their sights. Releasing target.
Blade, light up that Death Star. I'm out. L, don't go too crazy. You know, don't forget to chug water as well. All of their artillery, they're up top and there. You know, speaking of which, I'm actually going to go try out some ranked. So, I'm going to jump out of the platoon, and I'm going to go run a ranked match. I want to see what the meta is that they're doing right now. Ow. Okay, ranked battles. So yeah, it's tier 10. Let's go take a look at a 60 TP match. Oh yeah, dude, tier 10 ranked gameplay is always double silver. But it's hilarious. You know, when they do tier 8, they don't do double silver. It's only tier 10 and tier 9 that they do double silver on. Yep, tier time. Well, double silver bonus event, tier 10. What do we got? 279E. That sounds about right. IS7. Valor and IS7. T95E6. That does sound about right. Take the hill on the right and you win the match.
Either take them out or capture their base. Let's go.
Cool part is I know all the enemy tanks and I know what I can overmatch. And it's going to be funny for how many premium rounds we're going to watch go flying out.
They found us.
Valor, you're playing in ranked.
Penetration. Ready to fire on target.
Gonna start loading premium.
They spotted us. Looks like that one went right through. Enemies got us in their sights. Cracked their armor. The enemy knows our location. Loaded and ready. They found us.
Wonder what I can get for this season in ranked if I really tried.
The enemy knows our location. That's how you do it.
Worth it. I actually wonder if that last shell penetrated. 123,000 silver. Yeah. Iron League, 185. Probably took first in the team. No, I took second. Superconk probably had spot assist off me. And then for me... Okay, so that second shell from the IS did penetrate. And each time that they do ranked gameplay, they don't really give you a whole lot of maps to choose from. They only put like 4 maps in for ranked. So since that map's there, we already know that there's a couple positions on that map that we can really take advantage of. Downfall to the 60 TP and rank though has got to be the reload. Oh yeah, once the stream's over, I'm probably going to be jumping on ranked and going nuts to get that money. Sunset Coast unranked. I don't know how I feel about this. This map sucks. Ugh. Alright, OE5, OE5, 279E. Yep, 279Es. T100LT, that's a... You don't see those in ranked a lot. Light tanks in ranked, they struggle quite a bit, depending on what maps they have in rotation.
We've got enemies incoming. Either take them out or capture their base. Let's go.
Let's see if everyone will agree.
Focus attention here.
Okay. No, I have no clue where that went.
Locked and loaded.
Yep.
Been detected. I see one. Cracked up. Enemy's got us in their sights. Ready to fire. Tracking. Busted. We can't move. Penetration. They've spotted us.
Everyone's shooting high explosives. What's going on?
Finished him off. Enemy's looking right at us. Locked on. Reloaded.
Wait to get shot an ammo rack.
Prepared. Right on. Enemy's got us in their sights.
Don't want to play too aggressive. This is how ranked matches usually go. One side will just decimate.
Now that's how you do it.
Well, we're out of the Iron League. Into the Bronze. Okay, and no. You know what? I think the best way to do this would be to put down Polish. That way we just have our 60 TP up. Himmelsdorf is on rotation. That's actually really nice. Okay, what do they got? Yagaru, Waffle Type 5, Panzer 7. Look at all that heavy armor. Super thick armor. So Koza, you still there? Alright, this match is definitely going to be a loss for how spread out the team is. You know, seeing a Type 5, I'm just going to start loading the premium. Nice! Sweet, Koza, that's awesome. Type 5 with standard rounds, I'll never go through them frontally. Okay, it looks like he's running the 14 centimeter. Sounds like stuff to my left is breaking. So he hit me really hard, which means he is now on a reload. Yep. Just keeping track of the map and what heavies were spotted and what weren't. If we were head-to-head against him, we would have been able to win that fight without a problem. But since we weren't, yeah. Still, this looks like it's going to be a win. So, back to garage. Yeah, we've played on 3 different maps. Himmel's Dwarf. That Arctic map, I can't remember the name of it. But I do know what it looks like. So, judging by what we played on, tanks that would suit the 3 maps that we played. Sunset Coast, Tundra, and Himmelsdorf. 1 tank, 60 TP suits him really well, as long as you have a team that's playing with you correctly. M60 would be slacking a little bit. OE5 would be extremely competitive. So let's put the Super Crew in the OE5. Coated optics for ranked gameplay. You don't really need coated optics, so vertical stabilizers just increase everything overall because it's mostly going to be up close and personal fights. Super Conk, the ammo rack location, it's just not that good. Chieftain would be okay, but the armor is what's going to be lacking. The fire rate's what will make up for that, though. 430Us would do really good. IS-4. I think I might set up the IS-4. But the IS-7 should be really good. Except for the loadout that I have in my IS-7 right now. Nothing but high explosives. Might have to try that for a ranked match. Just nothing but HE inside an IS-7. And Fisherman's Bay. There might be a whole map list for ranked this week. Because the last one they did, they had 3 maps in rotation. So a Mouse in our team, 113, Andre the Giant, Valor, Panzer 7, Mouse, OE5. I didn't bring enough premium ammunition. Panzer 7, I don't need premium to take him on, but the Mouse and Andre, well, I guess we're just going to have to try and make do with what we have. Now, on this map, taking the top section is almost a guaranteed win. Going city, especially against the armor that they have. Come on. You gotta make them uncomfortable. Head in the open. So when playing ranked, you gotta know what tanks they have. Panzer 7's gonna do really good at long range. Valor's gonna do good at mid-range to long range, not close quarters. The Mouse, Andre, and the Panzer 7 in the city is basically a death trap. And an OE4 that's got 375 Super Pen APCR. So avoiding those guys at all cost. I mean, if we can get side shots or make an aggressive play or use our hit points near the end of the battle, that would be a good way to do it.
Dropping target. They found us. Police target. Ready to fire. Locked on. Their armor.
What's up, buddy? Risking hit points this early is not what we want to do.
Locked and loaded. It's like we're shooting spitballs. Penetration. Our track's been hit. Need hit. Enemies looking right at us. We got a damaged track. Knocked down.
He held a shot that entire time. And as I said, the city, they were just going to get torn apart. The 260 is already out. And our last heavy, which is the Mouse, is going to be... He'll hold up for a while since he's in city. City's kind of his playground, but he's going to fall apart extremely fast. Okay, so you put a track shot into him, so I'm going to aim for the hull. And we have an OE4. The numbers, they're not balanced, but where we are. Okay, they want to go for cap. I'm totally down. He did have a great game. Bounced off me 3 times. Now, if the enemy team starts to get aggressive, we're going to have to try and pull up on the left side and get to a building. But until then, let's see how concealed we can be. Apparently not too well. Yeah, and that mouse being full health, that's well, being really close to full health. Yeah, we capped the base and took over. What are we jumping into? Ah, next league, 5 points. $60 TP. Wow, there is a full map rotation on this. Honestly, I think one of the coolest things to be able to see for ranked gameplay would be like running in the mines. I think mines on 6-on-6 and tier 10 would be really cool. Well, 7-on-7. Plus, it would throw people out of the loop because, you know, they don't play mines too often.
Got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their base.
Ah! Look at that, some nice people out today. That was 20 minutes ago. That was probably one of the first matches.
Focus on this area. Enemies got us in their sights.
So, the Object 260, seeing them inside the ranked gameplay, their top armor is almost non-existent.
Ready to fire. Our track's been hit. Like we're shooting spitballs. They spotted us. Now let's drill straight through. Enemies looking right at us. Ready to fire. They blew up our track. We're stuck. Our track is up. Let's move it.
Ah, so you went back and checked.
Got us in their sights.
Look at the amount of high explosives being fired. Lots of high explosives. And the two 260s that are left standing.
Ready to fire. We did it! We won!
Slowly moving up in the world. You know, the mouse inside ranked gameplay, I don't know how I feel about that. The reload, I would not be okay with, but the armor would be really nice. Now, let's see, what would be the ultimate nuisance inside ranked gameplay? No, it's not Corona. You know what? What's a tank you don't see in ranked too often? Let's do this. You don't see the 268 too often in ranked gameplay. And knowing what maps that we're looking at, we can drop the large caliber gun rammer. We're going to put a super heavy spa liner on. And then we're going to become super, super broke. Jump back in the multiplayer here. Take a look at tier 8. I don't think any of these 8s are set up. Wait a minute. Wait, no, back to ranked. There we go. Take off tier 8s. I just remembered what I had set up. IS-7 is set up and ready. We're going to tear that apart. Because you're making really good money inside ranked gameplay today. So I do believe I have pain tolerance on this crew. We'll take a look and wait for the perks to cycle. No, we took it off. Alright, but since we're doing this, we can actually drop the large first aid kit. Oh. You know what? They don't have the premium. They just have the speed governor. So we're going to have lower hit points on our engine. But the exchange is we're going to get that additional speed boost. And then the super heavy spa liner. Gold that I spend daily removing equipment. Whenever I'm not streaming, I have like my specific tanks that I play that are always set up. Like, if you've noticed, the 60 TP almost never gets torn apart. And then my tier 8s, I'll set one up, and I'll set like 2 or 3 of them up, and then I'll just primarily play those for like hours. But on a daily, I think the most I've spent in a single day, I would say, would be probably like 680. And yeah, that's pretty up there.
We've got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their base.
Okay, so a VK 7201K. I don't know why he's taking that in the ranked gameplay. Okay, these guys do have the right idea on where they're going, so.
Enemy exposed.
Look at this premium Reliance leaving his tank right away.
Their armor. They spotted us. Ready to fire. That's gotta hurt. Enemies looking right at us. Barely.
Yeah, gun dispersion on this tank is not the greatest.
They spotted us. Locked and loaded. Is hit. Target locked. Releasing target. That one ricochet.
Alright, we're gonna start loading heat. I'm getting sick of bouncing. Especially off that armor on the OE5.
Enemies looking right at us.
705, can we hit the engine? No, the ammo rack.
Target locked. Enemies got us in their sights. Dropping target. Hit 'em hard. Locked and loaded. They found us. Penetration.
Yep. So, we learned what the speed governor does. I've never actually used it. I didn't realize that the engine had to be damaged for you to be able to use that. But honestly, having that on probably makes a huge difference for whenever your engine gets blown out and then turning it on. But maybe randomly throughout the fight, it'll just break. You know, like while you turn it on, backing up, trying to avoid the fight, all of a sudden your engine blows up. And here's Properovka. Okay, so they got a lot of maps in rotation for this week. I will have to double check that because I didn't see it saying tap Y to turn it on. That would make sense.
Alright, men, we've got enemies in the area. We either have to take them all out or capture their base. Let's roll.
FE4 202 doesn't have any premium rounds. He only has a Hesh.
They found us. We've lost some ammo.
We're okay with that.
Slow. We didn't penetrate their armor. Been detected. Target locked.
Alright, there's way more back there.
Enemies looking right at us. Ready to fire on target.
Yeah, they got some tank destroyers lobbing nothing but premiums from the back.
Reloading. That one drove straight through.
And we low rolled.
Releasing target. They destroyed one of our tanks. Enemies got us in their sight. Like that one went right through. Enemies looking right at us.
Yep. Straight into the side armor. You can see it from right here. Our fault. Bad play on my end. I went to a position that I'm not comfortable with. Alright, now it's time to try that 268 version 4 again. I want to see that speed governor. I want to see if we can... I mean, it might be passively active while... Oh, look, mines. I was just talking about this. It might be passively active while your engine's not broken. But I'm going to check. Oh. Okay, you're right. So you do have to tap Y. And knowing that we have that on, there's a couple of positions that we want to try and get to fast.
We've got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their base.
Oh yeah, you noticed the extra power to weight too.
We've been detected. They've spotted us.
Ah,
Track prepared. Drive on.
the gun depression. We don't have any.
Ready to fight. Enemies looking right at us. One of our vehicles was destroyed. That one left a big hole.
Oh yeah, I've been tapping it. You know, whenever I want it on, I turn it on, and I'm turning it off. You know, but that extra power to weight and traverse speed. You know, like whenever I'm trying to make like a quick maneuver, yeah, I'm gonna turn it on.
The enemy knows our location. Dropping target. Loaded and ready. They found us. Ready to fire a gun.
Wonder how many ramming's gonna be with this on. I mean, this is the Yagru, but hey, let's check. I lost. What was that? 200? I like how there's no artillery. Wow, these queue times, these ones take forever. Still going. Minute and 35 seconds. Wow. There we go. Superconk, Valor, not a lot of heavy armor. The E100, you can go straight through that frontal turret with premium rounds without a problem. Speed governor. No, I really like that. You gotta tap Y to activate it. Then,
All right, we've got enemies in the area.
let's see.
We either have to take them all out or capture their base. Let's roll.
Oh yeah, you notice a difference? It's not a big difference, but there is a difference. Speaking of which, their tank destroyer is the Yagaru.
We've been detected.
Oh, he's been ammo racked. Nice shot. Is that the 705? Yeah.
She's loaded. Here.
Oh, the pain train. Look at that, loading heat right off the bat.
Look out.
Well, that was like the fastest way to rush in and die. Our entire team went left. And then we had that 175. I should have kicked back. I shouldn't have rushed in like that. Knowing that their medium was there, I should have expected the rest of the team to be behind them. Alright, so... You know what? I think a decent tank. If we see Properovka again, this will do really good. But that's only if we see Properovka. So we're going to do binoculars stacked on with a large caliber gun rammer, because we're not using any German tanks right now. You know, putting 105 octane inside this might really help it out. And Koza, I'm pretty sure you heard, but coming in December, they've been talking about introducing reusable consumables inside the match. So like we'll have that 90-second cooldown. And from what I heard, they're actually super testing it right now on the super test server. Which I do want to try and get a part of that super test server. So I got to make another account. And then have a... Well, actually, I think the super testing is a completely different game, now that I think about it. The same way that Elite Dangerous does their super testing, they'll give out a beta token, and then you apply for it. And immediately after applying for it, you download an entirely different copy of the game. So I think the next time the super testing's up, I'll go check it out.
We've got enemies incoming. Either take them out or capture their base. Let's go.
Alright, so I already know that a lot of the team's going to want to go right. So loading up heat right away to deal with those heavies that are probably going to be dropping down at that bottom right will be a good way to start it off. Oh, I think that if they add it, the difference is going to be huge. Because a lot of people use the premium consumables just because, you know, if you're not using a premium consumable, you risk not fixing what you want to fix on your tank.
Fire on target.
And what I mean by that is like you let's say you tap X or you tap B, whatever you're linked to, and you know, because you tapped it, it repairs the first item, and the first item every single time is always the tracks or the first thing that was damaged. So like you get ammo racked and then you get tracked and then you tap it, it's gonna repair like the most vital component, and it thinks about survivability over DPM. So a lot of people get irritated because they fix the tracks instead of fixing their ammo rack. I could have took a shot, but I didn't take it. Okay, so we've already lost a tank. What's our hit points looking like? Not that good.
They found us.
And yeah, this range we're going to get spotted, so dipping out further, coming back around. This is a really strong position right here. Even in regular standard battles, this is really strong.
Locked on.
Alright, next time he pulls up, we're going to take a shot. And we missed. Oh, he pulled down immediately after I fired. Alright, well, seeing where one of our mediums and our heavies located, they're going to have to get aggressive. Oh, yeah. You know, if they're reusable, I honestly don't see the point why you would take two if they're reusable. I think we just hit the gun mantle. But this is another loss. And this is how ranked usually goes.
We're the only ones left. Let's finish this.
I might want to back up after. Get a couple of spots. Know the positions. Honestly, we can take out a gun. Let's take out a gun. And apparently, we didn't take him out. Oh, you didn't miss shit. I've been waiting for you.
Been detected. Ready to fire.
And that's some lag.
They blew up our track. We're stuck. Looks like that one went right through. We fixed the track. Let's roll. Our track is busted. We can't move. Track back up. Go. Enemies got us in their sight.
Lots of high explosive and Yaguru. Oh. Well, that's the thing about it. So, running 2 repair kits, that would be really dependent on the tank that you're in. So let's take a look at like what you would lose by running 2 repair kits real fast. And one of the biggest things you're going to lose out on is going to be, well, unless you're setting up like the way that my 268 is set up right now. So the super heavy spa liner, it grants 50% additional protection against critical damage to your crew. Then running the speed governor, so the overcap, makes it to where I can sacrifice using a med kit. But med kits also provide additional crew protection. So you get that 30% additional critical, protection. And then putting on a super heavy spa liner gives you a total of like 80% additional crew protection, not including the Brothers in Arms. Stacking on top of that, let's say you're running pain tolerance for the extra 10%. So that's 90% crew protection. If crew members die, it's 10% of the normal chance. So let's say the normal chance is 25%. And then you take that, put it down to 100, only a 10% chance. That's like a 4% chance to kill a crew member inside of his tank with every single shot. And honestly, those chances are beyond low. Like those are some low chances. So yeah, it's there's a lot of things to go over. And one of them would be, like, is it worth running it? Or would it be better off trying to, use components like, for instance, vertical stabilizers? They help your gun dispersion, they help your accuracy. Stacked on top of that, you can do coated optics, which is going to give you that 10% additional view range. Improved ventilation is almost a must-have on almost every single tank in the game. You can sacrifice it on some tanks, but it's always worth running. But then getting rid of a first aid kit to run 2 of them, or getting rid of, like, let's say your premium consumable, which is 10% to all skills. So that basically makes up for not using a gun rammer. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, running 2 of them, it could be useful depending on what you're doing. And, I mean, maybe if you're running a light tank, and you've got a really good crew, you got a lot of view range, you're set up in a certain way, running 2 of them could be useful just to get out of harm's way. You get tracked, you need to get back on the move quick, and you now have 2 repair kits to go through to help you get through that. So, or sacrificing that extra 10% view range from your rations, that could be, it could be useful. Vents on medium and lights, honestly, some mediums can get away with not running it. I prefer improved ventilation on almost every single one of my heavy tanks. And that's just because they need that extra view range. They need that a little bit of extra reload. They need the extra repair. And Lance, since you're here, take a look at my ammo. And remember, I am playing in ranked. So this is gonna be this is gonna be fun. Alright, well, taking a look at what they have, I'm going to be struggling this match. Let's go. The only question is, am I going to be doing the slaughter, or am I going to be getting slaughtered?
The enemy knows our location.
If I can get the back of the turret on him.
Lock and loaded. They've spotted us.
Look at that. The only thing leaving his barrel is premium. We're going to go in for a ram.
Releasing target. Enemy armor is damaged. They hit the turret control.
Look at that. Nothing but premium. Just try and break his turret ring. If I can break his turret ring, he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Enemy looking right at us.
Nice. Oh yeah, 200 damage a shot. No, I'm not even running a gun rammer. My DPM is so high.
They found us.
142. That's like my average.
Unlocking target.
Best part is, you know, another shell's gonna load in. I'm gonna track him. I'm gonna do damage.
We've lost a friendly.
Not just that, with everything else. I am getting away with it. So, hit the tracks, do damage, break the tracks. We also hit the fuel tank.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Drop the gun down low, see what we can do. He's loading premium. You know, he's already got an advantage on us.
Straps up. Let's go. Load it up. Let her rip.
It's one thing you don't got, buddy. And that's 21 more high explosives. No, stop turning your turret. 23 damage. Oh, best gameplay ever. Oh, look, we went up in the board. We took third. All right, so what is the goal with these high explosives? Are we aiming for a mastery badge? Because we can try. And Lance, I was actually, this is just sitting in the garage waiting for you to get on. Okay, so the mouse, I don't think I'm going to do anything to him with these high explosives. Unless I shoot, like, the under part of his turret. The Bat Chat, oh yeah, we're going to hurt his feelings. T95E6, maybe. Just maybe.
All right, we've got enemies in the area. We either have to take them all out or capture their base. Let's roll.
That's alright. It's like, you know, hay bales, man. You know, you're running with 60s, 80s, 90s, or 40s. You know, it's a good workout. Alright, this is uncomfortable. Yeah, I know splash the floor underneath tanks for higher damage, but that's really only effective with like 150s and above. With a 130 splashing underneath, we don't really have enough explosive radius for it to do more. That's super conk though. We have a lot to hurt him. 3k damage. Well, I do have 30 shells.
Enemy exposed. They've spotted us.
Side armor 224. Ooh, 3k is a ways away, but we will try.
Our viewfinder's been damaged. Loaded and ready.
713. We might get there sooner than I thought.
Got us in their sight. Target locked. Enemies looking right at us.
Oh, he's aiming right at me.
Enemies got us.
Okay, so aiming at the lowest part of the turret.
That one left a big hole.
Splashing the top armor of the mouse.
Fire, put it out.
Oh! Fire!
We put out the flame. Reloaded.
We're gonna fix that.
They spotted us.
Splashing the turret again. Oh, and we set him on fire. Okay, so he didn't fix the fuel tank, which means... Let's do it again.
She's loaded. They spotted us.
Yeah. That hurt. That was probably right into the side plate. Yep.
Got him.
And right there, he's getting greedy, going straight after damage rather than trying to get out a gun.
Fire.
Ah, completely missed that one.
Enemies got us in their sight.
43.
Let her in. Nice shot.
Okay, we broke 3k. It only took 12 rounds. We broke 3k.
Enemies looking right at us. There it is.
16. Honestly, there's a couple of things I'm going to want to check at the end of this match. Yeah, I didn't kill him.
They've spotted us.
Alright, number one thing that you gotta love about high explosives, though. So if we splash the top armor here,
Vehicle destroyed.
just... The top armor on those are, I believe, 50 millimeters. And we took second place. 16 shots fired, 12 direct hits, 12 penetrations. Well, technically only one penetration. So T95, we did 1,100. The mouse, we did 1,600 with 3 shots, which honestly is better than standard rounds. Ammo rack, engine, fuel, E100, 1 shot for 246. Yaguru, 3 shots. 2 shots for 59. Oh, look at that. More unread. Or this, yeah, that's the same one. We're going to open that and get it closed. All right, now we're going to jump into 60 TP. That was fun. That was enjoyable. We're going to have to do that again. Who would have thought that the IS-7 with nothing but premium rounds would be that competitive? that from the way that match felt, I cannot disagree. Cliff. All right. So, as expected, 279E. All right, so right at the bat, high explosive. This is the 152. So this one should be able to hit a lot harder. Rather than 200, we might see 3. Plus making really good silver too, since they got the double silver going on for 10s. Oh, we super went underneath him. Should have aimed right in front of him. Ricocheted in 1150. We only ricocheted 1 round, which means that was the Yaguru without a doubt. Honestly, I don't want to risk going up against that 420 premium pin. Came out a little bit too far, exposed a little bit of our lower plate. There we go. Tried avoiding hitting the tracks, but we hit the tracks and it counts as spaced armor.
Track is up. Let's move it. Enemies got us in their sights.
Now, if you want to really irritate a guy, you know, no point in aiming at him. 279E. We got high explosives. Let's see what we can do. Swapping back over to standards. Nah, we're going to switch into premiums because that's 279E.
Enemies looking right at us. We finished him off.
By that point, high explosives would have been better. The damage hasn't changed. Alright, chisel. Yeah, you're not getting away. And we're gonna bounce out the 279E.
Locked on. Been detected. Penetration.
722.
Mission accomplished.
And easy win. Somehow took first on the team. Oh wait, what am I doing? You know what? What's a tier 10 that I haven't pulled out in a while? So IS-7, we use that quite a bit. The Grill 15, we're gonna go ahead and tear this thing apart again. And Yakoza, more gold. So, one tier 10, I don't use a whole bunch. The 907, I don't use this tank that much. And for ranked gameplay, we're going to want to load a little bit more heat. Just because it's, you know, 7 on 7, and you got to keep an eye on what you're going up against. So vertical stabilizers, we're not going to run coated optics on this. .907 I'm not a big fan of. You know, they added it into the game, and you know, it's basically just a miniature 279E with way less armor. The armor on this tank can be played extremely well though, but it's super hard to get used to. Type 5s. Honestly, one of the advantages to the Type 5 is how tall it is. A lot of people look at that and they say, you know, it's too tall of a tank. But whenever you're in a head-to-head fight, you know, you're always aiming above them. You're always aiming at the weakest part of the armor. But some tanks, they are low profile, and it's hard to get shots on them. Now let's see what the team does. So 5A, Aquilin, Andre the Giant, Valor, Batchat, Death Star, and OE4.
Take them all out or capture their base. Let's roll.
Honestly, on a bay here, taking control of the center is a really important position to take control of.
Enemy exposed.
And knowing what tank destroyers they have. And right there, right at the bat, right side's already getting hit. At least nobody went there. Everyone went middle.
We've been detected. That one drilled straight through. Locked and loaded.
I would love to play with Quickie Baby. I would absolutely love it. That would just be, you know, bucket list fulfillment right there.
That got him. Ready to fire on target. We got him.
OE4, you're aiming at the wrong guy.
Loaded and ready.
I actually have no clue where that shot went. There wasn't a ricochet indicator, there was nothing.
They're trying to capture our base.
That's a rock.
Looks like that one went straight through. Ready to fire.
I wonder, can we try and keep this guy tracked?
The enemy knows our location. Enemies in our base. Hit 'em hard. Nice shot. Ready to fire. Got us. Unlocking target. Nice shot.
Okay, some of the disadvantages to the 7907. It's gonna have to be the close quarters fight. Right here against this Valor.
Looks like that one went straight through. Driver's back in the seat. Enemies looking right at us. We're loaded. We got him.
Now, we should have this in the bag a little bit.
The last one's left. It's all up to us now.
Alright, now we gotta start loading in the premium, and he's got us in the bag. He's had us sideways and all sorts of fun stuff. One of my favorites for console. Honestly, you know, Petty 360, he just, I don't know what it is about that guy. His, it almost feels like he's looking down on everybody all the time. But then at the same time, you know, he does throw out some good info, and he is a Super Unicum player, and yeah, you know, he's a good player, but teaming up with him, I have talked to a couple guys who have played with him, and from the sounds of things, he's not exactly the easiest to get along with. Clone Guy, I'd say a couple years back, or like maybe a year and a half ago, you know, he would probably be my number one. But as of recent, for the things that he's doing, he's been shaming people and their stats on his channel. And then, yeah, that's not that fun. Slap-a-Fish Jr., however, I would actually really like to meet that guy and play with him. And, you know, do Monday Madness with him. Because, in my opinion, that would be really cool. And then, Bring Your Platoon. I actually, I'll have to look who that is. I'll have to look up that person. My number one that I would love to get in matches though would be the Vinshaw community. So decoy. You know, they don't say anything. They're doing it right. You know, pull a pegboard, nerds. The beard guys. You know, I didn't watch a whole lot of console-based YouTube on this game. Honestly, I didn't really get heavily into World of Tanks until maybe about a year ago. And, like, don't get me wrong, I played a crap load before. You know, my stats on the computer for World of Tanks console, you know, I played the crap out of the beta. And the 15,000 matches that I've put in, you know, a good 3,000 of those were this year. Like, this year, I've just been getting into it heavily. I wonder, is that the engine?
Enemies got us in their sights. Like that one went right through.
Now, I think Slap-a-Fish, you know, I haven't really watched a whole crap load of videos that he's put out. But honestly, you know, he's not a Unicum player at all. Like, me and him are very close to the same boat.
Target locked.
But my weekly and monthly stats definitely outmatch his by a lot. But honestly, he would just be fun to play with because, you know, I feel like me and him kind of think a little bit the same.
Target. The enemy knows our location. We locked that one up good. Okay, the ammo rack is fixed. Focus on this area. Enemies looking
Lots of problems are occurring right now.
unlocking target. Pierce their armor.
There we go. And we're probably going to get taken out by the Centurion or the heavy to our left.
Ready to fire. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Enemies looking right at
Gonna go head to head against the Super Conch here.
The enemy's got only one tank left. We can do this. Best job I ever had.
I'll definitely have to look him up. Actually, just to get it started, let's go ahead and copy, create a new tab, go to YouTube, paste, and then we'll hit enter. All right, so this guy, he's not super up there, and then again, I'm nowhere near up there. So, Gold League, Nexus Platinum. Well, I did just learn something. Apparently, I can go through the front armor of a Super Conch without a problem. I need to check that armor. Are you kidding me? A while back, I had issues going against a Super Conk in a head-to-head fight, and I didn't realize that I can overmatch his top armor. Now I just feel dumb. Then again, there's a lot of tanks in this game, and learning all the armor models, you know, it can be a pain. And it turns out I left ranked gameplay. I don't remember whenever I left ranked.
Our mission is to capture and hold the marked objective. Let's do it.
Let's go see what we can do. I accidentally going back to regular matchmaking somehow. I don't remember backing out and selecting regular.
There's one. They've spotted us. Must have a hole in their armor.
Is that a track assist?
Locked and loaded.
Okay, so 490, that's E75. Definitely not the grill, maybe the mouse. Possibly the Valor. They got that first shot in on us. And E75. Ooh. Ooh. Man, okay. I'm driving out in the middle of the field and I've already got 2,000 spot assist. This is like the play you don't make. Alright, so lots of shots are going to be coming in from left.
Focus on this location. The track is damaged. We lost the track.
Okay, so there's the grill 15. We now know that he's on our left.
The track is up. Let's move it.
And if anything, that grill helped us get angled.
Target locked. Got an enemy here. Enemies looking right at us. She's loaded. Penetration. The main gun is damaged. Fire accurate. Main gun's busted. We can't load.
And that's how you block all the damage
Main gun is up, but accuracy is off.
coming from a waffle.
That one did some damage.
And that's how you put AP rounds into spaced armor as well.
Push him out. Focus on this area.
Yeah, we're gonna hit that repair kit because that waffle's coming back out. There's still a grill behind us, and you know what? We're gonna have to put up with that grill.
We're immobilized. Gun loaded.
Oh, we didn't get up in time. That grill reloaded really fast. I mean, it's supposed to be a 14.4-second reload. It might have been 14.4. That might have been 14 seconds. So we got shoved out. Look, we're hovering over ranked battles. How did I get put back in regular matchmaking? So confused in how that happened. Alright, you know what? For ranked... Let's do some... No. Let's do some E50. E50M. And then... You don't really need vertical stabilizers on really almost any of the German vehicles. It's like, ugh, putting me through a lot here, Lance. I'll start looking them up. I'll have to go over all the... I'll just type in WT console and see what all pops up. Alright, Super Conk, Valor, OE5, Chieftain. Nothing super heavy. That IS-7 is probably the heaviest thing they got other than the 430U. Seeing a VK. I don't know why you take the VK out for ranked matches. That VK 7201K is not... It's just not usable for ranked.
Got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their base.
Alright, so right away, Super Conk's down low.
Enemies looking right at us.
We gotta try and prevent these guys from taking this hill, which that Valor is gonna just probably outplay me up here.
Their sights. Penetration. Ready to fire.
A little bit of lag. Apparently he doesn't know he can go through my turret without a problem.
They've destroyed one of our tanks. Target locked. Hole in their armor.
You know what? If there's one thing I do know, we definitely have way more power to weight than you. But we're in a lot of trouble right now. And double tapped. So because the team, I did prevent that Valor from being able to go up that hill. So hopefully that play will help that match, but I don't think it is. And there is something I do want to check. I don't know if I have any boosters. Let's take a look and see. If I got 2 times silver boosters, I'm totally throwing one on. Okay, challenges. Okay. That is not cool. Alright, so we're going to do this. We're going to go back to multiplayer. Let's take a look here. So for challenges, we're going to do boosters. And no, we don't have any 2 times silver. Alright, 60 TP. Read your what comment? Oh. Alrighty, Himmel's Dwarf again. Last time I ended up on this map, that wasn't that fun. This time, let's see what we can do different.
Got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their base.
So the middle part here, so Banana Road, the heavy alley. This is not that fun to end up on. IS-4, so there you go, that's how to use your gun. Now, okay, if my teammates could not ram me and get me unangled. I would like to be able to throw a shell.
Friendly vehicle destroyed.
Okay, so they're just loading heat. We're not going to use any repair kits for the moment. And I don't know what's going on with the lag. Lag's being really
Enemies looking right at us.
weird.
We lost the track.
And that missed.
Flags back up. Go, go, go. Lost the track. Track's up. Let's go. Reloading. One of our vehicles destroyed. Focus on this location.
And E100 loading heat. Yeah, that's what it feels like right now for ranked gameplay. Just everyone's loading heat and premium APCR. I mean, if you want to really be mean and load heat the entire time. Because, alright, so whenever they're doing double silver for tier 10, you know, there's almost no penalty to loading nothing but heat at all, or premium rounds in general. There's no, you know, there's no reason why not to if you're trying to go for rank. Unless you're one of the people like me right now that's just like, oh, I want to make some cash because of what's going on. So, let's take a look here real fast. So, we got 340, 317, 340, 260, 340, 279E. You know what? Since we're getting irritated by all the heat rounds being shot out, I went up in the league, which means I probably took first place. IS-7, we're going to tear it apart again. .279E we're going to set up. So we're going to do large caliber gun rammer. Vertical stabilizers just to get that gun performing through the roof and improve ventilation. And then we're going to put the super crew inside this tank. And yes, I'm loading 35 rounds of heat. Lots of heat rounds. But no, my opinions on ranked gameplay, I think that ranked gameplay on console is just not balanced. You know, if it was 15 on 15 and there were really specific maps that they chose, I think that it would matter then, especially with the 2x silver. You know, you'd have more people coming in and people thinking like, okay, so AP is going to do this for me. Wow, my premium rounds are going to do this. And watching matches go slower inside ranked with an actual competitive system, I think would be really nice. Like, you get placed inside matches depending on your score. So, like, you're in the Gold League, the Bronze League, Iron, Platinum, Grandmaster, Tank Master, you know, and then you get placed accordingly. But with this, it's like, this guy's probably like a bronze, and I'm playing with him. And that's how it goes. So ranked gameplay on console, honestly, the only benefit I see from it is whenever they're giving you the 2x silver bonus for tier 10s. And that's really about it. Alright, so knowing what I'm doing, there are two positions that I want to try and get to. One would be on my right side heading up that hill. There's a rock position overlooking the entire left side, which in a 279E you can be extremely hard to kill there.
Unlocking target.
Oh yeah, like... So confused, what are you talking about?
They've spotted us. Enemies looking right at us. Load it up. Let her rip.
Alright, this is a lot of
We've been detected.
weird positioning, so we gotta get a little aggressive.
Our fuel tank's
And that Valor,
ready to...
he's gotta go out.
I see one.
Nice, hit the gun.
She's loaded. We didn't penetrate their armor. Our tracks are busted. We can't move. They spotted us. That one drilled straight through. Enemy looking right at us. Dropping target. One of our tracks is damaged.
Yep, we're not gonna block that. Honestly, I didn't get to any of the positions that I wanted to. My playing is just off today. I feel, I got out of the shower and I was just super relaxed. And first thing in my mind was like, I want to play Gears of War. And then I remembered, oh yeah, it's Saturday. I got a stream I got to do today. And I told Corporal I was going to IS-7 it up with high explosives. That was actually fun. I'm not going to deny that. That was fun. But the most recent update that they did to Gears of War, I love Horde mode. And I can choose any character I want and use any class I want with that character now. And yeah, it's fun. Exciting. Ranked gameplay. It's rough today. There's one thing I'm going to do real fast, and that's going to take off the hoodie. It's getting a little hot.
We've got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their base.
So slow. Hopefully these guys will just want to kick it here.
We've got them locked.
D57, see if we can go take him out of the game. So far, nobody's out. Our Progetto is pretty low health. Oh, he's super low health.
Been detected. Ready to fire on target. We've got them locked.
Alright, so we got shots in the OA5.
Looks like that one went right through.
Just loud screaming, and it's just like, oh no!
The enemy knows our location.
That's funny. Okay, so his front's exposed.
Enemy's got us in their sights.
Okay, I don't know. Yep. Not even a critical hit, which means we might have hit the building.
Locked and loaded. They destroyed one of our tanks.
Alright, so building's in the way. Trying to not be that guy that blocks shots.
Unlocking target.
That Valor's gonna have to really push up to get another shot in.
One of our vehicles destroyed.
But seeing how we're very far spread out, that OE5 is a gun that I want to take out of this match. Maybe I'll think about that. I actually wonder if I can block his shot like this. It's so dirty. Because honestly, in a head-to-head fight, 60 TP is probably one of the most dominant tanks. Just because of what you can do with your barrel. He should win that fight. Unless he gets ammo wrecked. Okay. Oh yeah, Toto, I'm having a blast in my 60 TP. Oh, we bounced.
Been detected.
Nice. That Valor, he put in some work that match. Oh yeah, he did. OE4. 5 shots. And here we go. Starting to see all the same maps popping up now. Let's take a look here. Superconk, Valor, E100. I feel like I bullied that Valor last match. Yaguru, though. I am afraid to see a Yaguru.
Got enemies in the area. Take them down or capture their base.
Let's see what goes on. This match is looking more like Center Combat.
They found us. Looks like that one went right through. The track is damaged.
Over-angled just a little bit.
They've spotted us. Enemies looking right at us.
E100 making an aggressive play, pushing up on left. Yaguru's in a little bit of trouble, so let's team up with him, help him out.
Reloading. Enemies got us in their sights. Like that one went right through.
Superconk and Valor still up, which means that they took down the E100.
They've spotted us.
And that Valor's definitely loading APCR. Indeed. Take it easy, Lance. It was nice of you to tune in. And, I'm totally going to put a couple more matches inside that, IS-7 with nothing but high explosives.
Enemies got us in their sights. The enemy's got only one tank left. We can do this. Mission accomplished.
So, second place. Not bad. Honestly, I know that first place, no matter what, you get points. And I don't think you can drop a tier, but you can zero out. Mines. Alright, so Chieftain, Valor, E100. As you can see, it's pretty much the same tanks all the time. There's a really limited amount of tier 10s that people find to be competitive.
We've got enemies incoming. Either take them out or capture their base. Let's go.
You know, you don't see a lot of mediums. That's because people find that mediums just aren't competitive. At the same time, they can be the most competitive tanks. A lot of tanks dropping down on the right side. That's going to be uncomfortable. Off in the distance is the 268. From the look of things, they just completely gave up on trying to take the middle.
Wind detected. Ready to fire. Ready to fire on target. That one drilled straight through. They've spotted us.
Get the gun in the way.
We lost the driver.
And high explosives. No, there's no way that was a high explosive. Oh, alright. He aimed straight for there. Okay, so he's probably letting in premium. And I just sat there and gave it to him.
They found us. Their armor. She's loaded. Enemies looking right at us. Shock up another one.
And they're probably going to win due to base cap. Unless I can try to spot one out and get a lucky shot.
We've got a mark. They've spotted us. That got him.
Trax is a reset, so I'm okay with that. So, Chieftain.
Wind detected. Focus on this location.
And lost by base cap. Looks like we gained points still. That's weird. Alright, so T-57, Valor, Chieftain. And Valor and Chieftain, you're seeing a lot of Valors and Chieftains. IS-7s as well, and OE-4s, you're always going to see OE-4s, just because it's a turreted tank destroyer, and their premium pin is 375. Object 140, though, that's a new one.
Alright, man, we've got enemies in the area. You either have to take them all out or capture their base. Let's roll. Focus on this location.
Chieftain setting up on her right. Along with the T-57, and then That? IS-7. Alright. Let's go see if we can outplay this chieftain.
The enemy knows our location. Penetration. Load it up. Let it rip. Enemies coming right at us. That one did some damage.
So that seems like the VK right next to me. Well, at least I do have a teammate.
Got us in their sights. Like that one went right through.
Look at that T-57 and all those blue rounds.
Enemies looking right at us. Gun loaded. We're mobilized. Our tracks come off. We're stuck.
Oh, that's all they got left.
Tracks back up. Go, go, go.
So now we can get a little bit more aggressive and push in. Honestly, we kept them distracted the entire time, so...
Sounds like dominating this fight.
Oh, man. He just got ripped apart.
Focus attention here. Loaded and ready.
And it's OE4 that's left standing. He took a completely different area. He went far right and just went straight to base. Honestly, the Chieftain, the Valor, and the T-57, if they would have gotten aggressive against us, it was only the two of us. T-57 with the 1600 potential clip could have moved up, put all 4 shots into somebody, you know, get me down to 1,000 health left, and then the Valor and Chieftain could have just double tapped me. And the time it would have taken me to reload, they could have killed me.
They found us. We did it. We won.
So plus 200. And we only took second place. So 200 points. It kind of seems like it's randomized. A couple points there, a couple points here. But winning side, you know, top 3, it seems like it's above 180. Well, this is nearing the end. And yeah, I'm just going to say, you know, thanks for tuning in. And Monday Madness. Tomorrow I'm going to have to get a ton of matches played. And they're going to be all over the place. So, we'll see what I can get done for Monday Madness tomorrow, or maybe later in the morning, and yeah. But until then, I hope you guys can catch a stream. And honestly, with the whole schedule change that has just recently hit me, getting videos out on certain days is kind of a pain. So, yeah, don't have too much fun. Catch a stream on Monday. I'll try my best to get up more content for Monday as well. It will probably be streamed later in the afternoon, maybe 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, or maybe even 5:30. And it might go till about 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, so an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours. So, yeah, just going over, replays and gameplay and things I could have done better to improve. And yeah, this monologuing sucks. Other than that, you guys have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.